welcome to my channel. We're going to be making something totally different today. But first, before we get started, I would love to thank all my subscribers. And thank you so much, since I'm new to YouTube. And one of the subscribers asked me to do a length check, so let's do that. Let's zoom in on this. Hair is about almost shoulder length. This is a twist out. But mainly I pin my hair up because short styles are what I mainly like. So let's move on to actually what we're making. Pretty bottle. Everybody knows this is a Patron bottle. No, I did not buy it. You can go to most bars or liquor stores. If they have empty bottles, they'll give them to you for free. Well, in my neighborhood they will. We're going to need a funnel, a measuring spoon, apple cider vinegar, which we already have heating in a pot behind us. We're going to use sage. Can we zoom in on this? We're going to use sage. We're going to use peppermint leaves. We're going to use hibiscus flowers. And we're going to use rosemary leaves. See, I ran out of my regular rosemary, so I had to go to Kroger's and get a pack. Whatever you have in your kitchen. The main reason that I'm using these herbs is because not only are a lot of them stimulants, they help with hair growth, they help with scalp issues. I will list most of them on the page, but if not, you can look them up on the internet. So we're going to get started. Glass heat-proof bottle. It doesn't have to be a pretty bottle. I just happen to have a pretty bottle. We're going to put our funnel in and go ahead and start loading our herbs. We're going to start off with the hibiscus flowers. And sometimes it's kind of tricky to get them in there. You have to kind of shove them through the funnel, like this time. Oh my. So I think we're going to do it with a teaspoon. The hibiscus is always an issue. As much as you want or as little as you want. Since I am making a bottle full of infused vinegar, it would probably help if I told you what you're going to do with this infused vinegar. We're actually going to use it as a hair wash, a hair rinse, a scalp detox. Let's see, I think we're going to put about 5 tablespoons of the hibiscus flower. Not only is that good for stimulating growth, gives the vinegar a very beautiful color. We're going to put peppermint leaves. Oh man, that smells so good. 1, and you have to kind of push them down. We were trying to be all nice and neat with that, but that doesn't seem to be working out well now, does it, ladies? So we're going to set that to the side for a second and just use the tablespoon measure. If you have a wide mouth jar, you don't have to worry about any of this. 2, 3. We made a little bit of a mess, but that's okay. We're also going to do the sage leaves. That smells like Thanksgiving. Because these herbs are going to sit for a while, we're using quite a bit of them. Help to infuse into that vinegar. Give our hair all that nice health and shine. We don't want to waste any of it. Let's get the rest of it off the counter. We're also going to do rosemary leaves. Now, I've not used this Kroger brand before, but it's food quality, so we're going to put 4 teaspoons of that. There we go. And we're going to set all that to the side. Let me clean up my workstation just a little bit. Alrighty. See, now look at that bottle. Isn't that pretty? Got all your herbs in there. They're all ready to go. Apple cider vinegar. I happen to have just this store brand. Sometimes I use Bragg's if you want to use organic vinegar. Whatever you have in your kitchen, what works for you. As I say with all my recipes, whatever it is that works for you, please do not make it. There we go. I think we had a hibiscus flower clogging our funnel. You'll see really why we need the funnel in just a second. Alrighty, here we go. Oh, you hear that? That is our apple cider vinegar that we've been heating. The way that I did the measurement, because each person's measurement will be different, is I poured it up to the bottle, exactly how much vinegar would fit in the bottle. That way your measurements are a little bit more precise, but not all the way, because the herbs are going to take up quite a bit of the space. So at least to here for the neck of the bottle. So I would say I use maybe 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. Get it piping hot. As you can see, that steam is really coming off of there. And since we already have our herbs, we'll go ahead and pour. This is a very, very quick recipe. Alright, we got all that in. Let's set this to the side. Because I want the bottle to be almost full, I mainly needed the vinegar to be very hot and very heated to preserve the essential oils or any of the volatile oils that may come out of the herbs. We'll pour the rest of that in there to fill the bottle up. And we're going to put our top on. Let's get a paper towel, clean that up a bit. Here we go. And there you are. You have your herb infused vinegar. You can put it in your spray bottle. I usually let this sit about 2 weeks. You can let it sit up to a year, truth be told, and then strain your herbs out into another bottle. I usually strain it out and put it into the exact same bottle and reuse the herbs again. Usually I put a couple of more tablespoons in and hot vinegar again and let it sit and infuse. Since this is a bottle that was used for liquor, it was already pretty much sterilized. I did not even rinse it because the alcohol acts as a preservative, and vinegar is going to be a preservative anyway. Some people say this is food quality, and yes, you probably could use it in some recipes, but I myself use it in my spritz bottle as a spritz. I use it with baking soda to wash the hair. I also use it as a rinse. Too many things you can use it with. So hit me back on my channel. Let me know what you think about the infused vinegar, and I hope you like it. Bye bye, guys.